Good morning. It's July the 20th, about 7:30 in the morning, and just another update on my two plants. As you can see, they're about neck and neck. The one in the lava Dutch bucket there on the right was a little bigger to begin with, not much, just a little. So it's a little bigger right now. And then the one in the sand it's keeping pace, I guess, pretty much. So nothing, you know, too unusual, or I guess they're pretty much growing as I expected. So yeah, we'll see how they progress as this little experiment continues. And then the other plants are doing good. Um, as you can see, my Japanese cucumbers are growing. I got 3 cucumbers on there, and then our onions. And this is my zucchini. This time I put the zucchini in the Dutch bucket instead of in the flood and drain. You can see my leaves are silver. I was kind of concerned about that, but then when I read up on it, I guess that's a good thing. It's supposed to help resist pests and disease somehow. Don't ask me how. I don't know. And there's about 3 zucchinis down there growing, and a whole bunch of flowers. These leaves are huge, and they're actually starting to cover up my lettuce over here, and encroaching into my onion. I thought I left enough distance between these Dutch buckets, but apparently could have used a little more. But that's okay. Just some more lettuce. I grew a lot of lettuce because I like to eat salads. And this is the same pepper that I originally started with, and you can see it's a sweet long pepper. It's like it tastes like a bell pepper actually. No heat to it. It's getting kind of bushy, almost like a tree now. Pretty amazing. They turn, as you can see, they turn red. And I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, right there. Nice big red. That one's done. It should be picked. And then my first flood and drain. I harvested a lot of things. I pulled out remember that huge bitter melon plant that was going up? I pulled that out, and then I just trimmed it back, and now I'm letting it grow again. See if it'll come back. Seems to be growing. And just more red leaf lettuce. Strawberries. I've taken a few strawberries off of here. Good sized ones too, actually. But now it's just starting to branch out. And then these are the pole beans. I planted some new ones, pulled out the old ones. They reached their life cycle. And then back there I have a tomato plant that just grew from a seed, probably from the last tomato plant I had in there. So I'm just going to let that go. And then I got some more. So the basil, the spinach, some young shoots coming out of here. I don't eat a lot of spinach, but and this one's got to be picked. It looks like it's getting ready to bolt. And some more lettuce. Got a big open area there. I got to put something in there. This is that small bell pepper that never really took off. Probably pull that out pretty soon. Another big head of lettuce is probably ready to be pulled out. And then these little small things here, no idea what they are. I threw some seeds in there and I forgot what I threw in there. So whatever they are, hopefully they'll start taking shape and I'll recognize them. And that's my Tabasco pepper plant. It's got a lot of peppers on it. And then some more lemon basil there. So yeah, all the and that basil, you can see that basil's going crazy. Probably trim that back too. Everything's growing well. No complaints. This system really works out well. I've had some. This is a Better Bush tomato, by the way. I've had some issues with the pH over here. It keeps wanting to go up, so I keep putting a pH adjuster down in here. Just muriatic acid is all it is. And now I got it around 6.4. This is where I like to keep it. I had some heavy rains recently, and those rains caused some overflow on the tanks. They just got really full, so I had to drain them. All I do to drain them is I just take and open this valve and just let it run for a little while. I put it in buckets, and I take the buckets and I spread it out around the house. yeah, as you can see, everything else is running well. The stick filter is still doing its thing. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I did change the filters a little bit. But yeah, no issues. It's working well. My only issue is this Hydroflow filter. It's not really an issue, but I just like to find a better way to for it to automatically clean the solids out of it, rather than me have to do it every month or so manually. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but every little bit would help. So I'm trying to think of some way to do that. If I have to replace it with something else, then that's what I'll do. And the Fisher, last but not least, Fisher good. Still pretty, you know, crazy as far as not being afraid of anything. I did take one out and eat it just to see. It was the only one I've ever eaten, and actually they're really good. So I'll probably have to thin the herd a little bit more as they get big. I got a couple in there that are huge. There's a pretty big one there. So that's it. Till next time, aloha.